Welcome to how to create portable Taleo Connect client scripts. So I'm going to show you how to actually create TCC scripts that you can move from one folder location to another. I've created a script right now. This script is located in a particular folder. It is in this folder here. For SSOID export. This is actually a script I'm creating for another video on how to export your SSOID that you can also watch. But in this case, I have created this export script, and I have created the script, and I've already created a configuration file for that. If you don't know how to create a configuration file or an export script, go watch those videos. But once you've created an export configuration file, what you'll see is that the file naming convention, or the file name of the request and the response, are hard coded here. And what happens after I've moved those files, so in this case, I've already created them in a subfolder, and then I moved them to this SSOID export folder. And so what happens when I move that folder and it's expecting these files in this specific structure? So you'll see that right now it's expecting that candidate export script to be in the candidate folder, not in the SSOID export subfolder of the candidate folder. So of course, I could take this and I could update this properly. I could literally just pop this in here, and that would make it work. But I'd want to show you a slightly better way of handling this. So let me just show you what error you would get when you run this. So if I run execute on this here, you'll see in the monitor tab, it says a workflow execution error, an IO related error has occurred. And if we scroll down here for the description, the reason is that this particular file, the system cannot find the file specified. So again, if I go back and change this here, I could update this string of text, the path of the file, to accurately reflect where that is. But I am actually going to show you a slightly future-proofing way to do this. So TCC has a few tokens and variables that you're able to use, and one of those is called configuration folder. It's abbreviated, and use the brackets here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace this folder here. I'm going to show you with the bracket here. It's going to be CFG folder, and I'm going to close that bracket. And what this is telling TCC is that we want to put the response, so the output file for this export, we want to put it in the same folder that this configuration file resides in. So because this configuration file right now resides in this SSOID folder, this is where the output is going to go. We can use the exact same idea with the request as well. So I can copy the CFG folder token, and I can replace everything before that last slash for the file, like so. So I've got bracket CFG folder, all one word. I like capitalizing it, and in that bracket, and then I have my slash, and then the name of the export. And now when I save this, what I'm telling TCC is I'm telling it to look where this folder is currently saved, right? Or where this file is currently saved. And in that folder, this SSOID folder, I am going to look for this export script, and then I'm going to output the file here. So let's just see when we run this, what happens. All right, as you can see, it's dropped that file right into this folder, and I can now use the exact same script in this folder. Now, if I wanted to create a whole new folder, let's just create subfolder. And I'm going to move these files to the subfolder. Now in TCC, of course, I've got to close these out. But I'm going to open this up from a configuration standpoint. You see these files are no longer here. I'm going to go to the subfolder, open the same configuration file, and I'll show you what happens now. Again, we have set the CFG folder, the configuration folder, as the place to start looking, and it's still the same place where we're going to export the file. So if I run this script now, it's going to complete. And let's check out the folder. This is where the file has now completed. So what you are now able to do, if you want to be able to share the script with a colleague or even maybe a consultant, you're able to now share that configuration file and the script together as a pair, and they'll run no matter where they're located in your folder structure, whether it be somebody else's computer, anywhere else on your computer. You're able to now run this by opening that particular configuration file, and TCC will know exactly where to run that.